Hi everyone, welcome back to our podcast/show, Ponder That. My name is Kimberly James Ponder, and You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Kimberly JP.
My name is Rudolph Ponder. You can find me on Instagram at root_ponder. All the links to TikToks and Instagram will be.
So today's topic is about relationships and overcoming problems,
All in-laws.
dealing with in-laws, period. On both sides. Just everyday life, and me and we're gonna discuss some of our experiences that we went through being married.
The do's and don'ts, and what you learned, what you heard from the old people. Some stuff which was true and some stuff that ain't true.
Yeah. And how to be a strong front and how to have a successful marriage, basically. Or a successful relationship. I'm just going to say marriage. Because some people don't want to be married. Just have a successful relationship. So, our experience, me and Rudolph met when we were 21 years old.
Yeah, what's all that?
Yes. We're talking about relationships, so we gotta tell them about.
We were just talking about.
We gotta talk about our relationship.
We were just talking about our relationship, but what we learned from our relationship.
Okay, I'm finna start over. Me and Rudolph met at 21. And we've been together ever since. We're 28 now.
Oh, we're getting up to 30.
We're getting up to 30. We had our ups and downs, multiple downs, but we overcame a lot of stuff.
When you're in a relationship, you have to be friends, and before you even think about getting married, you have to understand that home, which is your marriage, or if y'all got kids, they come first. That comes first.
Yeah.
Everybody else on the back burner.
Everybody else is on the back burner. Your relationship comes first. You gotta put each other before anybody, because that's technically your family. You're waking up to this person every night. You're going to bed to them every night. You're waking up your kids and going to bed with your kids. So it's like you have to put them first. They are put first before mothers, because mothers like to be overprotective of their children.
And
Fathers, brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put your significant other and your kids first. Point blank, period. Also, when it comes to like negative people, you have to keep them out of your relationship.
Yeah, keep them out of your relationship. And if you that person, that like to keep people around, it's okay for you to keep them around. But if they keep being negative to you about your relationship, and it affects how you think about your relationship, it ain't gonna be healthy.
It really ain't gonna be healthy, and then you're gonna be sitting there questioning yourself and thinking like, am I supposed to be with this person? Or should I deal with this person? But you know your heart, you know how you feel. If you know your significant other way more than
anybody
else, because you're around them all the time, so you get to see their ups, you get to see their downs, you get to see how they how happy they get with certain things. You see how when they're sad, everybody don't get to see you fully. So you can't allow people to dictate your relationship. You can't allow people to tell you how to live.
And sometimes it's okay to get advice from other people, but not all the time. If you need help in something, like getting through something in your relationship, take time to yourself. And if you believe in God, talk to God. But take time to yourself. You don't need to go to somebody else and then they tell you, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. No. You know in your heart what to do. You just need to sit down, sit back, and just think about what's going on first. Because you know yourself and you know your significant other.
Like
and keep
me,
them people out your business.
Like with me, sorry, babe, to interrupt you. I get really upset, and then I go off my impulse right then and there. So if I'm pissed off, like, you better watch out, because you about to get the wrath of Kimberly of.
She walk around like she got a helmet.
I am literally, I feel like another person when I'm upset. Like, I will ignore you, like you're not even standing there. If you talk to me, you're not talking because you're not there. I get super upset, and then it's like I go off my feelings right then and there. And then later on, I'm like,
You gotta give Kimberly a little time to herself. Then when you give her a little time to herself, which is me, when I give her a little time, you get in her face. You aggravate her.
yeah.
And then she gonna come around and she gonna start talking.
Yeah, because I need my space, because I be so mad, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm not going to be mad at him anymore. But then I get over it, and it's like, okay, it's time to move on. I'm not mad anymore. And then sometimes I'll come back and apologize to him. Like, babe, I shouldn't have said what I said. I'm sorry. And he be like, you need to stop doing that. I'm just like, boy, you talk to the wrong one, because it's going to happen again. But you know,
try your best not to get mad. Don't get mad. Yeah. You shouldn't. Life's too short.
Life's too short, but when somebody be trying your life, you have no choice but to show him that side.
Anyway, to get back on what I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted, keep them people.
What? What? Huh?
Keep them people.
It sounds like you about to say something else.
It's a family show. Keep them people out your business.
Yes.
If financial, keep them out your business.
Yeah, because they're going to be in your pockets.
If, telling you what you need to spend, what you can't spend.
What you need to do with your money, what you...
No, no. You ain't, they ain't paying your bills.
Mm-mm. They ain't
getting up with you.
They're not getting up with you every day to go to work.
They ain't working for you.
They ain't showing you, like, it's ridiculous how they be trying to control you like that. Can't control me. Can't control me.
That's why I say, keep them people out your business.
Yeah, you gotta keep them out, because
pretty much all what they need to know is we good. That's it.
That's all they need to know.
Y'all, your ups and downs, they don't need to know about all that. Because your significant other gonna forgive you. But them in-laws or them friends, they ain't. They gonna hold on to it. They gonna hold it to the door.
Yep. The one that's outspoken gonna hold it to the door. The other one's gonna be in the side eye every time they see you. Oh, hi. But looking at you crazy like...
Yeah. Maybe you want shit. And then your significant other, when they go around your friends or family, they gonna feel that tension. And then they ain't gonna want to go around.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at them because they don't want to go around because they got attitudes towards them. People do stuff.
That? This is 100.
People go through things.
Have you experienced that?
Yes.
Okay. I experienced that with Rudolph's people too, so I'm not going to excuse them. And I'm pretty sure
everybody go through it.
Yeah, show Rudolph a little made them feel a certain type of way, huh? Special who?
One of them.
Let's not get on that. Let's not. So, yeah. Everybody go through stuff. Like, me and Rudolph, like, relationships, I love relationships, friend relationships, but it's like you have to be friends first.
Yep.
You have to.
If you ain't friends, then... And if you don't argue, something going on in that relationship.
Not really,
you're gonna argue.
Baby. You don't argue like that.
I'm saying we don't argue like that. I'm talking about if you don't argue, period.
You don't need to argue, though.
You're going to disagree on something.
Okay,
disagreements. My bad.
Yeah, disagree, because we don't argue. Rudolph like to ignore me. That pisses me off. When he ignores me, I'm like, fine. You get ignored, too. So don't come around when you ain't ignoring me no more trying to talk to me, because it's like, nah.
Sometimes I don't want to argue or get in a disagreement at the moment. So I just try to avoid it. But with Kimberly,
what about with Kimberly?
You
What
can't.
about? Don't be talking about me like that. Why y'all know me?
and if you in a relationship and you know you not a forgiving person, don't get in a relationship.
Exactly.
Because they're going to do some stuff that you might get upset about. You know, and if you one of them people that likes to get in entanglements, don't get in a relationship. I had to do this.
Why you had to do that?
Because that was Jada do.
Don't.
I ain't got no nails, but.
Oh. I don't got no nails either. They're ugly. But yeah, you gotta be honest with each other. Honey.
And if you can't accept the truth, you can't handle the truth, don't get in a relationship.
Because I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
And I'm gonna tell you.
If you don't like it.
If you ask me, is your head big? I'm gonna say yeah.
Why you had to use the head thing?
If you gonna ask me, do your feet
Rudolph
feel like bricks rubbing against my leg? I'm gonna tell you yeah.
Rudolph head big.
Yeah.
And you know what's going on.
No, anyway.
Okay,
what else?
sorry, I'm getting a little nasty.
What else about relationships?
I think you should incorporate God into your relationships. Like, it really makes a difference. It makes you like more stronger, better. Like you're more united. Like when you pray.
Or whatever you believe in. Whatever you believe in. Some people they don't believe in God. They might believe in.
Well, yeah, whatever you believe in. Well, I'm just talking about, me, I'm speaking on my experience with me and Rudolph. Like, you gotta pray more, read the Bible, scriptures and stuff like that. And just keep negative people away. And, like, when you keep negative people out your life, you're more successful. Like, you can't focus on negative. You gotta focus on the positive. Anything positive. If people are for you, you want to keep them around. The ones that's not for you, if they're family, you got to just keep at a distance. Like, you don't just completely cut them off. You just keep them at a distance.
And boy, when we did that, it felt like it was more positive stuff coming towards us than it was negative stuff when we did that.
Yes.
Our relationship got more healthier. Our pockets got more healthier. Which is crazy. That when you take people either out your life or keep them at a distance, that your pockets.
Them pockets. They get heavier, baby. Which is true. You gotta stay positive. You gotta manifest what you want out of life. You gotta manifest it. And
tell your significant other your ideas.
Yeah.
They might not agree with everything, but they're gonna show you some kind of support.
I always come up with different stuff, and Rudolph be like, I don't know. I'm like, hear me out, hear me out. I've been right a couple times, so I keep. What you making that face for? You got something to say? Go ahead.
I'm just listening, Papa.
Whatever. Yeah, I be having good ideas. I be coming to him. And, we discuss it, and then we act on it. Before I used to say a lot of stuff and never act on it, but now I say what I'm gonna do, and I've been getting stuff done. So you have to have you have to just be positive. My whole thing is being positive. Because when you be positive, you elevate in life. And if you focus on the negative all the time, you're just gonna be stuck there. You're gonna be stuck in that position. So just keep negative people from around y'all. Like bless your relationship.
And if you in a house or apartment or anything, the people that you invite over, make sure that they respect your house, which is the things that is inside and the people that is inside. Just don't have anybody running in up out of there.
Because when you invite different people to your space, you're inviting different energies, different souls, and whatever that energy that they have that day, you're letting that into your house, and some of their energy lingers. So when they leave and you feel like it's hostility going around in your household, who was just at your house? You got to see that, because all that stuff is real. No matter if you don't want to believe it or not, it is real.
Yes, it is.
So you have to watch who you come around. Like, I have a experience. We all relationship, move in, and don't move in with family members or friends, because that's the quickest way to ruin relationships.
Yes, it is.
If you have a friend that you move in with, or a family member that you move in with, it's seen it on both sides. I seen it from my husband's perspective, and I seen it from my perspective. And it literally ruined relationships. You can't allow yourself, you love that person, don't move in with them. Just point blank, period. Like, I lived with my sister at one point, and we was at each other's necks all the time, the whole time.
I remember that.
Fighting. Having me calling the police on her. Her ruining, I feel like she messed up my car, and just us going back and forth because we was living together and we didn't get along. Calling my mom every 5 minutes. I can't stand this B. I don't want to. Not saying calling her a B when I want to call my mom, but that's what I wanted to call her. Because at the moment, that's what she was. And I told myself I would never live with that girl again. I love her dearly. You know I love you, girl. I love you. You know who I'm talking about. You's my baby. But I would never live with you. Ever. Again. And that's just what it is. It is what it is. Bro. I'm not gonna say who you are. But you know who I'm talking about. Never again. I love you too. But never again. Never again. Never ever. Never ever ever again. Like, we will help you. You need help. Use some money and something. But that's about it. Put you up in a hotel room. But that's about it. Never again. It just ruined relationships. And our motto is to be happy. And to keep our family happy.
And as usual, have an open mind when you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Because that's one of the most important things that you got to have. You got to see your point of view and their point of view. You got to see your mistake and how they feel. They mistake and how you feel.
Have an open mind. You have to. Because nobody's not going to always agree with you.
Nope.
You got to see every perspective, every angle. See how they process things. See where their mind is coming from. And then you give your side so they can see where your mind is coming from. And then y'all come together.
Yep.
So, don't discuss money with your family. You keep it in.
Friends. Family or friends. You keep it in the house, which
Yes.
is your relationship.
And your ideas, if you talk with your significant other before. Like, before, I never used to do that. I used to talk to my ideas a little bit with Rudolph, but I would literally, however I feel, I would act on it. And I didn't even get his side, didn't ask him, because I just felt like, well, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to just do it, because that's just where I was at in life. But now, I noticed that I don't do that anymore. I asked for his opinion, and I seen that our relationship has gotten way better. Way better. I asked how he feel. I asked, babe, what do you think? Because I really want to know what he think, and I want to, if he say, no, not right now, okay, I respect that. And we move on. And I don't do it because I respect my man.
Well, we respect each other.
Yes, we
But
respect
it may be something that I want or something that I want to do, and then we talk about it, and then she say something, and I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. And then I'll be like, okay, that's the end of that.
I love it. Okay.
I want to say something else, but I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, and when you're in a relationship and you're stuck to the hip with your parent, or you on the titty, get off of it. If you still on it, don't get no relationship.
He's saying that about me, y'all.
I ain't saying that. I'm just.
And listen, Rudolph might not be.
When we first got together, I swear I thought I was dating your mama.
He want to say that because my mama was. She was very influential in our relationship, but no, you can't even say that about my mama because you talk.
Every time we had an issue, you run her. But my mama said.
Well, I was 21. I was still on the titty, like you say.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people might get mad about this, but we don't care.
I mean, suck the gristle right off that titty.
Listen, Linda. You ain't gonna talk about my mama like that. That's one thing you ain't gonna do. Cause she watch our videos. Don't call her name. Hey, Mom. How you doing, girl? Anywho, yes. So it's not being stuck to the titty. It's just you. It's advice. If it's someone who's been there, done that, you're just getting advice from them. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. So every time we had a problem, I went to my mom. I wanted to hear her advice of like, however I'm feeling, is it right, or should I be feeling this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing negative to it. But I'm just saying that every time you have an issue, don't go to anybody. Don't go to anybody. Go to yourself.
Or your therapist, because I have one. Shout out to my therapist. You are amazing. I love you. She brought me out a lot of places.
Oh yeah, and if you in a relationship and you have baggage such as issues with other people, make sure you work out those issues, because that can affect your relationship of how you treat your significant other and other people around you.
Elaborate, babe.
And as in what I mean, like you might be thinking about something that happened a long time ago and you still affected by it. You'll be sitting down watching TV and then you get mad or sad,
and
then you kind of standoffish to your significant other, and you like, and then it's pretty much like an everyday thing and it's constant. Or even if you got somebody that's in your life that is just full of drama.
You can tell Rudolph don't like drama.
And they always come to you with their drama. And then you feel a certain type of way. They feeling that they got, you feel mad or a little sad.
Yes, that's true.
And
people
then you
energy can rub off on you and you take it out on your significant other.
Yeah. And then your significant other
guilty. I am guilty of doing that to Rudolph.
Your significant other sitting there like, I know I ain't do nothing.
He used to say that all the time, but I'd be like, oh, whatever. I don't know. I'm an emotional being. Very. And Rudolph stuck by my side, and I really appreciate him for that.
Because everybody go through stuff. Everybody have their issues.
Yes.
But if your significant other got an issue with what's going on, and they know that they ain't do nothing, just hear him out.
Yeah, hear him out, because I used to be so mean to Rudolph. I'm really shocked that he's still sitting here right now. You see him looking off to the side. Y'all, like, I'm being 100 with y'all. I used to be mean as hell. I low-key sometimes still is mean.
Wow.
But I'm working on it. And he loves me.
I was almost at that.
He was almost out that door, and I was out that door too. Bye! But no, you see, we can joke with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you got to joke with each other. That's the thing. You have to joke with each other. Everybody ain't gonna understand your humor.
Exactly. Like, a lot of people don't understand our humor. And it's like,
we talk mess all day.
We talk mess all day for real. And
it can be random. It can just be, well, most of the time it really don't be quiet in here unless we sleep.
Yeah, or snoring on my end.
Well, I don't snore like that.
He snore. Don't let that boy lie to you. He be snoring.
Not as loud as you.
Okay, I be tired. And my nose be stuffy.
I told you blow your nose. Calling all the halls in Georgia. Down to Florida.
Anywho, yeah, you have to joke with each other because I just swallowed some gum. Wow. Because if you can't joke with each other, you're just gonna be in a bland relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna
be
like
boring. Then you ain't gonna want to be in it no more. They ain't gonna want to be with you no more.
It's like you can't be yourself with that person because they don't understand your humor, or they're not even trying to understand your humor.
Mm-hmm. Or it's gonna spark entanglement.
Yeah, like that's why I really, like I said, I appreciate Rudolph and me just being myself. Like I'm 100% myself around him. Ever since we got together, I've been the same person. I done like elevated in life, obviously, but I'm still me.
And people will change in a relationship.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
For
the person that you with, it won't be anything bad, such as they not attracted to you no more. Or
I tell Rudolph he fine every day.
Or they just, I don't know. And when you're in a relationship, you got to be a team.
Yes.
If both of y'all can work, bring that money in together. If both of y'all can cook, both of y'all get in there and cook. Both of y'all can clean, both of y'all get in there and clean.
I don't really cook like that, y'all. I gotta just put that out there. I cook sometimes, but I'm not always in the kitchen.
But if you're in a relationship and you don't know how to cook or clean, just learn.
You have to clean your house.
Yeah.
Because it just nasty.
Because if you with a clean person and you nasty, it ain't gonna mix. Y'all ain't gonna stay together. Two nasty people can make it together. I know y'all seen that show Hoarders.
And who haven't seen Hoarders? Everybody's seen Hoarders.
Mm-hmm.
So the advice we give on relationships: be positive, laugh together, cry together, pray together, and just enjoy life and have fun and keep your business to yourself.
Mm-hmm. And
y'all will be fine.
Yep.
And I know sometimes you get mad, you get angry, you just want to vent and talk to somebody else and not just significant other because they're not understanding what you're saying or they not going to agree on what you're thinking about. And you feel like you have to run to someone. Just sit, take a breather, and go on about your day.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to get married, you ain't got to get married. You ain't got to rush. Whatever you don't want to do, you ain't got to do it. If the person that you're in a relationship with, they want to get married, but you don't want to get married, you sit down and talk to them, and then y'all have a relationship, go from there. If y'all going to stay together, then y'all stay together. If you don't, you don't.